These boots are so incredible. They are just so fierce, so bomb, so just boss. I mean, hey everyone, the Shady Thrifter here, and I'm coming today to talk about a pair of boots that I got last week that are just so incredible that they needed their own YouTube video. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm on such a high right now. We are coming in after the Valentine's Day holiday, and I hope everyone had a wonderful Valentine's Day because I certainly did. Although I don't have a actual significant other that I consider myself being in a relationship with, I do have a wonderful relationship with my family, my daughters, my grandson, and my brother. So we all had a super fabulous Valentine's Day. We gave each other gifts and we just couldn't be more in love with each other. I know you guys came to this video because of the title, and the title of the video is Boots Are So Fierce They Needed Their Own YouTube Video. And there are no lies being told today. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get into it with the story on these incredible boots. So I'll start off by saying that I was in the mall. Actually, it was my daughter and myself, both my daughters and myself. And we stopped in Forever 21, which is, if you don't already know, Forever 21 is a retail store that specializes in very trendy, youthful clothing. So I got word that Forever 21 they had done a collab with a lot of Black artists for Black History Month. So I wanted to go in to take a look at the Black History collection because I'm a big fan of, anything Black owned, Black, just Black or Black. So I went in to get a few pieces from that collection, and I'm also going to do a video about the whole Black history, the collab a lot of stores are doing with as it relates to Black owned clothing and Black artists and just those type of things. But that'll be on a different video. Today's video is about a pair of boots that I got from Forever 21 that is so bossy, so just incredibly fierce that I just had to make a video about. I want you guys to know the story behind these boots. I know you all came to see the boots, and we're gonna get to it real fast. I was in Forever 21 with my daughter, and I was at the register to pay for a few things that I had gotten from the collab for Black History Month. And so as I was at the register, I look, because I don't buy a lot from Forever 21 because they are a fast fashion store. And if you don't know what fast fashion is, it's kind of like clothes that are mass produced, in factories most of the time in China. And they are clothes that are not of the best quality, but they are really trendy clothes. And on occasions you can go in Forever 21, even at my age, at the age of 48, and find cute pieces like you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on because it's going to be a trend and it's going to be in today and out tomorrow. You can really find some really cute stuff in there. So I will not take that from them. However, I myself prefer thrift stores and very high-end designer clothing that will last me a much longer time and that are more timeless than some of the pieces that you get from Forever 21. So moving on, I'm at the register and I'm paying for a couple of items that I chose from the Black History collection that they have there. So as I'm at the register, I proceed to pay for the items that I actually selected while I was in the store. I was handing the young lady my credit card. I looked over to the left and I saw like these boots that were just like on a end cap and they were like just there. So I was like, oh, those boots over there. Can you tell me, do you know how much those boots are? Because I don't know how I missed them. Because they were not in the actual shoe section. They were in like near the jury. They were like a special display that was there. But what I later found out that display was not, it was kind of like clearance stuff, but it didn't look that way. The boots were sitting high on a top shelf of this end cap, and they really caught my eye. So I looked over, and I had never seen anything like that in Forever 21. And so I looked over, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So they like in my face. So I looked, I'm like, girl, how much are those boots over there? So she was like, oh, she and the manager were like, I think they were about $55, 55 or 50 cents. So I was like, oh, 55. So I proceeded to pay for the stuff that I did get. And as I said, let me go over there and look at those boots. I didn't want to hold up the line. I walked over, picked up the boots, and was like, oh my God. Look at the boots, and I tried them on. And I saw that they had a size 8, and then the other 2 pair were a size 7.5. So I wear an 8, 8.5. So when I put the boots on, I was like, oh, okay, these 8 fit. So I asked the manager, I was like, they fit perfect. But with me, with heels, I like to have a little extra space so that when you have on high heels, your feet tend to spread. And I have had quite a few foot surgeries, and I don't play when it comes to my feet. I like my shoes to fit very comfortable. And if I can get additional space in my shoes, I would prefer that. So the manager came over, and she looked in the system, and she said, oh no, this is it. This is the last few pairs that we have. So I said, okay. So my daughter, at this time, my daughter comes in the store because she was at another store, and she proceeded to come in the store as I was trying on the shoes. So she walks over and she goes, those are cute. So I said, do you really like them? Because now I'm thinking, now I'm weighing the $55. I'm like, okay, I love these boots, but I'm still in Forever 21. And do I really seriously want to pay $55 for a pair of boots? Because I have had instances where I've purchased shoes from Forever 21, and they're not the best quality, but I was just like, okay, do I want to drop the $55 on these boots or not? And they were just like calling my names, buy me, buy me, buy me. And then I was thinking, but I prefer a size 8.5, just because I know if you stand on heels for a long time, your feet spread and it can become uncomfortable. As I was trying to, contemplate on whether I should get the boots, another woman walked over and she goes, oh my goodness, those boots are beautiful on you. So now I'm just like, okay, the boot, I'm not putting them down because, as you know, I just mentioned that these are the only 8.5 and the other 2 were 7.5, and there were no more boots like this in the system. The boots, I said, okay, forget it. I'm going to get back in line, and I'm going to pay for these boots. I get in line, I get to the register, and the young lady and the manager who told me the price of the boots at first was helping another customer. And actually they were helping my daughter because she had purchased some items. And so the next register opened up, and the young lady, she said, oh, I want the next customer. So I go over, and she rings up the boot. And by this time I had transferred money from one of my accounts to the other to pay for the boots, because I had reached my spending limit for the day. And so that's why I was contemplating on whether or not I should get the boots. So she rings up the boots, and she goes, $7.50. So now I'm like, so I didn't say anything. So I was like, $7.50. So I basically was like, okay, what do you do? What do you do? So I was just like, I'm not asking any questions. I don't need my credit card. I actually have $20 in cash. Here you go. So I just want to show you guys the receipt to these boots, because I don't want you guys to think that I am lying. They were $7.50 with 6% tax, which was 45 cents, and the total price was $7.95 for these boots. So hopefully you guys can see the price. Let me see. And if not, I'll put a close-up of this receipt. So she goes, $7.50. So my daughter looks over and she said, oh, did you get the boots? And I was like, by this time, I'm speechless. I'm afraid to even talk. I'm afraid. I'm just like, I just need to get out the door with these boots before this thing gets figured out. And I know it's not the most honest thing, but I just was like, this is not I gotta have these boots. I don't want no drama. And like I said, I was willing to pay $55 for them, but honestly, $7.50 was real cool. I was real cool with that. And she goes, I said, they have. I tell my daughter, I'm like, Tiff, they have 2 more pair over there. You should go get the other 2 pair. So, go get 1 pair, because she wears a 7. Well, she actually wears a 6.5, 7, but I'm like, at this point, I'm like, it's a huge glitch in the system, and yeah, you probably need to go and get the boots. So she's like, oh, I said, so she was like, oh, let me go get the boots. Now, mind you, she's at the register of the girl who told me the price of the boots earlier, the manager. So my daughter said, hold on a second. I'm gonna run and go get these boots. So I was like, why don't you pay for your stuff, Tip, and then go over there and get the boots so that you don't hold up the line. By this time, I'm trying to figure out, should I stay? Should I leave? Go to the car, meet her? Because I had already paid for my boots, got my receipt. And I wanted to be out the door, honestly, in case there was some issues with the register. So I'm just like, yeah. So my daughter goes over there and she's like, oh, well, you all don't have a size 7 because, I really wear a 6.5, 7, and these are 7.5. So the lady's like, no, that is it. So I'm like, just get the boots. So my daughter gets the boots. And so I watched the young lady who told me the boots were $55. I watched the manager's reaction when she rung the boots up. So she rings the boots up and I see her like hold the boots, and then she looks at the register again. So now I'm like hyperventilating, like, okay, here it goes. My daughter's about to get my boots snatched back from me. I'm literally having like the worst anxiety. I don't know why. I didn't steal anything. I paid for them. It wouldn't have been my fault, but I was just afraid that something so great would not last. So then the manager, she looked down and she goes, I say, yeah, I think they're on sale. And she goes, oh my God, oh my goodness, are there more over there? So I said, no, it's just 1 more pair. It's a 7.5. And she was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know. Oh my goodness. So she just, like, the manager starts panicking, like, oh my goodness, these are great. So I know you guys are just like, okay, get to the boots. So I will show you the boots, but I will let you know there is no more. They are the absolute most fabulous boots I think I have in my entire boot collection. And I have a lot of designer boots, but these by far are the showstoppers of 2021. So without further ado, let me show you guys these boots. So here they are. These are the boots, and I will add a video of them. But aren't these absolutely just stunners? I mean, look at them. $7.50, y'all. $7.50. And when I wear these boots, and let me show you, they still have the regular price on them. And like I said, I'll insert a video of the boots and me wearing the boots. But these are some bad-ass boots. And I cannot wait until this COVID is over. And I don't know, I might have to push out in these with the mask on, y'all. But yeah, these are the boots. And I just wanted to come to you guys today to show you these awesome boots and let you know that thrifting is not always in the thrift stores. Sometimes you can thrift in retail stores, like for instance, these boots. These are just actually made by a company called Wild Diva. They must have collabed with Forever 21 or something, because I don't know how they don't even have the Forever 21 logo inside of them. They are Wild Divas. So I'm thinking that maybe Forever 21 buys other brands that they promote. I wanted to come to you guys and show you that I scored big time on these boots. I want to say the regular price was $55, and then they had them for 50% off, and then you got an additional 50% off of the markdown. So although they are not from an actual thrift store, I felt like in the thrift store, these would have definitely cost more money. So I want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy making it. And let me know down below how Do you like them? What are your thoughts on these boots? Like I said, I adored them, and I want. And again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and I appreciate all of your views. Help me get this channel up and running. And to everyone, I just hope you have a blessed day. God bless you all. Bye bye.